physically, it was so challenging from, running around from one clinic to the other, lot of scans, multiple miscarriages, ectopic pregnancies. You name it, I had it all. The physical challenge was really, really, really real. That has put me into, clinical depression, post-traumatic stress, panic attacks, and I had to take clinical help and be on the medication.
What is the biggest roadblock for a woman to be consistent in her fitness journey? Was there any moment when you were going through this change that you said that no, it's enough, I'm just going to quit everything? Who was your biggest support system?
Anyone who's suffering or going through any difficult times in terms of your physical challenges, I would always say there is hope. Don't give up.
In a world chasing success, we chose to slow down, listen, and re-engineer from within. After 2 documentaries and 40 plus powerful stories that moved hearts worldwide, this is the Re-Engineered Club. Hello everyone, and today's episode is for the woman who feels like her body failed her. For anyone who has been through the loss, pressure or pain and still dares to believe in a second chance. Because today, you are about to hear a story of pure resilience and rediscovery. Our guest today didn't just survive the storm, she stood in it, she broke in it, and then she rebuilt herself in it. From multiple miscarriages and a near heart attack post-delivery, to climbing to Everest base camp and helping women reclaim their bodies through fitness. Her journey is one of the resilience and rediscovery. She is a certified fitness coach, a speaker, and a living reminder that healing is never a straight line. Let's meet Nazia Fatima and welcome to the Re-Engineered Club. Nazia, it's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you so much for inviting me on your show, Madhu. It's an honor to be here. Trust me. I was looking forward to come here and speak all about it.
Very much, and I think our audience is looking for that. But before we deep dive and seeing you so fit and fab currently, and you look gorgeous, absolutely. You look so fabulous, fit right now. But let's start the journey when we take us back years before, when it was absolutely struggle days for you, dark days for you, fighting fertility, fighting so many miscarriages. How you dealt with this scenario, both physically, mentally, and spiritually?
Trust me, those were the days which are so heavy, so heavy. Physically, it was so challenging from, running around from one clinic to the other, lot of scans, multiple miscarriages, ectopic pregnancies. You name it, I had it all. The physical challenge was really, really, really real. And at times, I didn't know what to do about it, I wanted to give it up. Because physically, you can take up to a point. After that, you don't know what is happening. And emotionally, with all the losses you see, you're emotionally breaking down as well. And being alone, being my husband here in UAE, I'm fighting emotionally as well as physically. I really wanted to give it up, I just wanted to think about other options where I could go ahead without having me, putting in all this trouble for so long. It's been a 4-year journey. And trust me, it was very overwhelming and very, very difficult phase for me. It's very physically and emotionally both ways. And talking about spiritually, yes, of course, we need to believe in God. We need to believe that why He has put us in this state. There is no unjust from God, right? And that when I conceived my babies and when I saw that I have been blessed with a boy and a girl, I know that God has actually answered my prayers. So it was a beautiful journey. If I go back and, see that it has given me the strength, what I am today, what I am, it redefined my life. I reclaimed my life,
Completely.
That,
Like it's such a beautiful journey, and I'm very sure. Have you ever dreamt before that you will be a fitness trainer long back?
Never in my thoughts, never ever. It was nothing that I relate myself to fitness 8 years back.
So
But
how it
yes.
started?
Well, I had my challenges from infertility, and that 4 years were really, really had put me into a state of, I don't know, I can say that I was like totally broken, in terms of my hormonal health, probably in terms of my total physical health. Even though I conceived and had my babies after 4 years, it did had a toll on my mental health as well. So post pregnancy, I had this heart attack scare, which was caused, and that actually put me to panic attacks. And slowly, I could see that I'm not the person I was. I had everything now. I have my babies. I've lot of struggle, and now I see standing at a crossroad where I don't know what I'm doing with myself. I have these physical symptoms where I had suicidal thoughts, harming babies, and for what? I have endured so much with my fertility thing that now if I finally had my babies, I am not myself. I can't give my 100% to my babies, and that has put me into clinical depression, post traumatic stress, panic attacks, and I had to take clinical help and be on the medication. And I think the medication, of course, has put me into a lot of weight gain, and there were issues with my, of course, not losing weight, and I had high blood pressure. I had was medication on beta blockers, something like that, very high medication. So that's when I was losing on my marriage as well. I used to feel that there's something wrong with my husband. There's something wrong with having kids, because you are lost. You're completely lost, and
You're
that's
not able
where,
to
yeah,
recognize
yeah,
yourself.
you're not
where-
able to recognize yourself after having what you really wanted. You are a mother now, but you're not yourself. So that has got me thinking that I need to really do something about it. I can't get it away. I need to be happy. I need to get my. And then when I started working out, I know it just started with improving her health, and slowly I discovered that makes me happy. I think that was my passion all the time. That was all the things that happened to me. It took me to a place where I belong.
different platform, and you
Yeah.
started liking it. And in that stage, that turning point, like what was that thing that drove you? No, this is the thing I liked, or who supported, or how this process happened?
When I started working out, I started realizing it has done so much good to me. I have got my life back. I look great. I've given my
Live
everything to you.
example sitting in
I
front,
look
yeah.
great. I feel strong. Mentally, I'm good. I'm off my medications. I'm giving the best time to my family. I'm being happy to myself, and I'm reclaiming my life. And why not? I share this knowledge. I share just not strength training or making you exercise, but the story behind it, that you're not alone. If I'm going to train you, I'm going to train you with an empathy of the same things every woman goes through, whether it's mental health, losing weight, eating right, sleeping, loving, taking care of your family, or if you're happy. I believe in this. If a woman in house happy, she can change the entire atmosphere, right from the kids to a happy husband, and everybody in the family will stay happy. Trust me, if you're happy. So you cannot pour, as we say that from an empty glass, you need to be
You
full.
need to be
Yeah,
full.
yeah,
Yeah,
you need
you
to be
cannot
full, and you
pour
keep
out
pouring
from.
it.
Yes.
And I make sure now that other women feel the same.
Yeah.
Be happy. I tell them, you need to be happy to take care of your family, your husband, your kids. If you're not physically, mentally, if you're not, then who's going to do that? You're the roots for your family. The roots are troublesome. They are facing problems. Then the
And
entire tree is like,
I think women are the platform, women are the backbone of every
Yeah.
family, can make it and break
of course,
it.
absolutely, absolutely. Nobody likes a crying wife. Nobody
Yes.
likes a crying mother. If she's happy, they see in you. My mother is happy. She's treating us happy. The husband is like, okay, no troubles at all. She's doing her stuff. She's out, about. She's
Yeah.
there all over the place.
And starting in your own fitness, you started your own fitness journey, and then you stepped into as a fitness trainer. And so how it happened, like first you changed your life, and when you saw that is actually making a difference in your own life, and then you step up as becoming a certified trainer. And then when people come to you, how do they reflect and relate?
See, the reason I got into strength training, because I saw women struggling with issues which are totally can be, the severity of the problems we face as women can be come down, but with not the right, of course, with the right of exercises you're doing. Most of the women are not having the right knowledge what to do. And when I got the benefits I got from strength training, I wanted that to happen to other women as well. I wanted them to have the right knowledge. So when anyone calls me, a woman calls me for be a fitness coach, my only training plan for them is you need to strength train. You need to come out of that cardio thing. Of course, cardio is good. We are going to include cardio in your workouts, but the strength training can help you immensely. So my main agenda here is to get as many women as on board with strength training. Get on to the right type of exercise because it has got immense benefits. It has got numerous benefits which I'm enjoying now, and I want other women to know about it. So that was the passion behind it, getting into certification. And of course, I wanted to study more. I studied, I gave my 6 months to it and got it certified here in UAE. Now it's been 3 years I'm training women, and I think it's amazing journey. I have women who are with me for last 3.5 years, and then I'm really proud of them. They stick to what I preach and they're enjoying it so much.
Beautiful. And you are creating a community where you not only advocate and you also are taking them on board on your journey in reaching that goal, right? And when you mention strength training, and people usually, women, so they come up with the intention that to reduce weight.
Yes.
In general, and you actually don't preach that. You have told in your in your all social media handles is like fitness is beyond looks. Fitness is about liberation. And you just now mentioned that there is a strength training, there is a cardio training, and how women, when they come to you, they differentiate the benefits and they know that this is what benefit we are going to come and what is the difference from each exercise that they do.
Absolutely. I mean, the right knowledge comes with the right coaching. You need to understand, especially women, they come with so much of confusion. They want to lose the weight. They want to get stronger. They want to handle their mental health conditions, everything, but they don't know what exactly they want to do it. When they come to me, okay, I ask them, what are your goals? They come, I want to have to reduce weight. I have this, fat around my belly. I want to have a flatter tummy and all that. Okay, let's get into the first. My way of handling them is, yes, let's get into it and let's see where you go. And then I start my training, and then within 2 weeks, they fall in love. They start to see that. And within few months, they understand that it has never been about the weight. It's never been the way they feel it after a few weeks, a month, in 2 months, 3 months into it. They totally forget about
the initial goal that
the
they
initial
came
goal
with.
is there. Of course, if you're really overweight, you need to reduce weight, you need to get your fat percentage down, everything is there. But the main goal for the women in their 30s, late 30s and early 40s is to focus on their muscle, focus on the strength, focus how they're getting up and feeling every morning. What is the energy saying is all about? Are you having pains and aches? All that really, really matters when it comes to, overall health. Just not having a flatter tummy. Of course, that's an added benefit. Slowly, when they get into it, within a year, they see that they have drastically changed. They have a better body composition. They're looking great. But the main goal which they started has now changed into becoming more stronger and more there for the family in terms of being, active, being more, having more energy for the entire day,
and more happier.
feeling strong, so, and being more happy about it, doing it day in and day out. You're putting an effort. So definitely you're going to see the result in terms of your weight, in terms of your overall health. So let's start with weight loss and then get into better things.
Yeah, better things. And as you correctly said, the primary goal becomes secondary.
Absolutely.
And the secondary goal, which is getting more happier, stronger, strengther, it becomes the primary.
Yeah, that's absolutely. This becomes they understand the value of what I'm saying later. Because initially, if I'm going to spell everything you need to do this because you're going to feel internally happy and all that, that doesn't make sense for them. They have primarily come to reduce weight. They want to look good. Of course, they want to fit into a
and
small,
you don't
medium,
demotivate them. You
no, I don't demotivate because that's their goal. They ultimately want to. But being in your late 30s and early 40s, it's a little bit tough for your hormones to, suddenly show you a greater weight loss, or see suddenly you become thinner, it's really difficult. You need to first balance your hormones, and for that, strength training, lifting weight comes into place, and slowly you understand the benefits out of it, and the body composition does change very quickly. Within few months, you will see that you're more toner, you're looking nice, you're anti-aging. What that you want. Your skin is looking good, you're feeling good, and that's all we want. I think, yeah, first the primary goal changes into secondary, and later if you're being consistent and you're being very open to ideas which I share with my clients, to getting into other traveling plans, or either whether you're running or your whatever other plans you get into together included, you will have great results.
And a
you need to
wonderful
be
life.
patient with it.
Yeah. Second thing is the patience, right? So apart from exercise, what are other things that are also very, very important factor into the fitness journey?
Strength training, as I always have a plan that strength training is really important. That should be the base of your exercise program. Any exercise program you take, that comes in, because we are, as we are aging, we are losing muscle, we are getting very weaker. By the age of 50, 60, we are almost losing our muscle up to 3 to 10%, and then it accelerates once we reach 60. So the base of your program should be a 3-day or 4-day of strength training, which are covering all your muscle parts and muscle groups. And then you can also, of course, you can include yoga, a day of yoga, and you can enjoy all sports if you like running, like I do running for my endurance, and you can go for swimming. So add like 2 days of cardio to whatever you like it. Like, you don't have to just get into gym on a boring treadmill or something. You can enroll yourself to what you like, to what you enjoy. A Zumba, I always encourage my clients, if you like Zumba, just go for 2 days Zumba. They do. If you like swimming, go for 2 days or a day of swimming. And including all these it's just not, it's an overall package, You're having strength training in place. Now your heart health is also improving, your resting heart rate is improving. You are actually making it work for the entire body, just not
and
for
also
muscles, for your heart.
customizing.
Flexibility, mobility in terms of making it a overall a fitness package
as a package. And also apart from that, making it aligned to what you like. As you said, if you love dance, go for Zumba. If you love swimming, go for that, and then you absolutely do.
Yes,
come it as a package.
Absolutely, because most of the time we go to the gym, we get on the treadmill, and within few months we get just bored. So I ask them, do you like dance? Just go for a dance class. Yeah. Badminton, go for badminton. Running, I encourage them to run. Few would run and few won't, because it's all about what you enjoy. Because cardio gets really boring. For me also, I'll never do a cardio in gyms because it's boring for me. So when I started running, I really loved it,
Okay.
And it's been now a year that I'm running, and I'm now preparing for a full marathon, and it's just so enjoyable for me. So with strength training and with running, it's working out for me. So workouts what best suits you, what you enjoy as a person, whether it's dance, whether it's playing tennis or going for a swimming, it's all up to you.
And what do you think, what is the biggest roadblock for a woman to be consistent in her fitness journey?
Frankly, if I say so, the women herself, because we give so much importance to everything which can be done by others at home, and we find it, we should only do it, We should only do it. And we take that as a no time at all, We have no time to doing, because apart from work, whether you're working woman or you're a housewife, we are actually doing so much that we're not taking care of ourselves. The self-care we need in terms of fitness, that is not coming. It's so challenging for them to take out even an hour, because you have so much to do at home. So I think if we cut down few things or prioritize our health first,
or delegate.
Delegate. Just if you really want that change, then okay, I'm going to take this 1 hour from 1 hour break for my fitness. Do whatever guys you're doing it'll definitely work out. Trust me, it will work out. And it is not being selfish, it is being prioritizing yourself. We have to be selfish to prioritize. We are also individuals. We have our own requirement in terms of our physical fitness, mental health, everything. So unless we are prioritizing our health, nobody is going to do it for you. Nobody is going to give you that 1 hour. You need to snatch it
Do you also witness the same inconsistency within your, like in your clients who come to your fitness classes?
Yes, of course, there will be sometimes, problems with work when they have like good. But otherwise, I think when they come, they have made up their mind that yes, they're going to dedicate this 1 hour. And most of the time, when they start enjoying the workout, they make sure they do it.
Okay.
Initially, I have seen very inconsistency. They would not love what they're doing it because some people never love exercise. They really don't want to do it.
It's a
But then,
painful
yeah,
process.
yes, it's a painful process. Plus, you're lifting weights, and she's putting into her heavy leg workouts. There is a pain from another upper body, and yet she wants us to come. But then I think eventually, when you're being consistent and you see changes, no matter what, you make it. You
And
make
when
it.
they witness the results, right?
Yes, when the results come in, when you see yourself changing and you're getting stronger, you will definitely make out that 1 hour for yourself.
And saying that, it's a very interesting thing. Like, people say that, okay, if you are doing a particular thing for a 90 days, it becomes a habit. Does that fall for fitness too? Like, if I'm consistent for first 90 days, then definitely it becomes a habit. Or no, if even after 90 days, they take a U-turn.
80% of the time, I can say, if you are actually being very consistent, you are seeing results, you are seeing the change, and you're putting that all the efforts you need to for your change, then definitely, there is no going back. You will stick to it. But you've been on and off with your diet, you've been on and off with your exercises. You're not, because that's demotivating. If you're not putting consistency for even, after 90 days, you are not enjoying it, they want to give it up. But what I see is like 90 days, 80% of the people will definitely see change. If they see change, they're going to stick to it and they're going to continue what they're doing it. There's other category where after 90 days, they see the change and they go back to their old habits.
Okay.
And that is when, the things start changing. So you will find people with every, aspect of it wherein they will stick to it. But yes, I can proudly say 90% of my clients have been in that above that 90 days mark,
okay.
and then doing it.
If I say top 3 things that will help a person, especially a woman, to be successful in a fitness journey, what will be these top 3 factors?
The number one is sleep. All right. The number one, not a day go. I mean, like, if you are sleeping on time and having an 8 hours of sleep, for every woman, for everyone, in fact, for kids, for men, it applies to anyone. If you're having a very good sleep routine, then you get up fresh, right?
8 hours.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even if I get you the best training plan on this earth, if you're coming with this 3 hour or 4 hour or 5 hour sleeps, I'm not going to help you. Really, you need to be like having a good night's sleep, come with a, good state of mind where you can lift, where you can work out. And that's number one. Second thing is nutrition, of course.
Diet.
You need to, when you are working out or not working out, your nutrition plays a greater role. So when you're sleeping well, your nutrition is well. Because you're not craving much, your cortisol levels are not really high. So you're eating well. You will get up, have a nice good breakfast, and you're ready for the day. And the third thing, of course, is then what the exercise comes in. Because you are slept well, you're fed well. Now come to me, I'll train you. So people take it oppositely. They want to train. All right. They want to get the exercise done. Then I will see whether I want to eat or not. Then I'll see whether I'll scroll through the night, whether I sleep on time or not. So it goes opposite. For me, it's like sleep, nutrition, and exercise.
Not the other side.
No,
like
not
they come for exercise, eat a lot, and then don't sleep.
Trust me, I have
doesn't work out. Yeah.
No, the first thing is sleep, nutrition, and then exercise. I would say that's, for me, it's like the mantra. And of course, I have sent people back. If they have not slept, I said, please, let's put the dumbbells down, go back home, come back with a good night's sleep tomorrow, and let's work it out. Because there's no point lifting with a sleepy head and a disturbed mind. So that's all about it.
So sleep, food, or diet, and then exercise. These 3 important factors. So this is definitely for everyone. But what is that special or that message or counseling that you do when someone comes after any physical trauma? Like, for example, like like how you went through that process of miscarriage and suicidal thoughts and all that. But someone coming with a trauma, they need more special care, special attention. So how do you address those kind of people, or especially women?
The women who come with a pain or traumas, most of the things I have gone through. So for me, relating to that becomes easier, and the counseling became easy for me to put in that trust that this will heal. All you want to do is take that first step of self-healing, to believe in the process that it's going to work from, because I've been through that. And being said that not women are going to be same as me, there'll be different people with different thought process, but then there is a hope. All right, there's a hope for me. Handling them is a challenge, of course, because I know the place I have come from. It's very challenging to believe what I'm saying. It's not easy. So we go slow. I tell them, just give me 3 months, and we take it from there. Let's go slowly. Whatever you're feeling in terms of your perimenopause state, what you're feeling right now, the craziness happening with the hormones, everything will settle down, and let's go slowly. You week by week we'll see it. Week by week how we focus on our training plan, focus on our overall healing process, what we're going to see. That's what it's more important to understand how we connect. People who are going through pain, they're not trusting anyone now, because they've gone to doctors. The pain doesn't go away. What to do next? I mean, they don't believe that the strength training will help them get rid of the pain, their knee pains, their back pains. And it's very difficult within 1 week to solve that. I need to put the trust in them that yes, it's going to heal within few months. Let's go slowly. And I think first it's very difficult for them also to believe that what is happening. Is she really a doctor or someone who's like putting in so much of details into it that, this will be the training plan and how it's going to work, the knee pain will go away. But trust me, slowly they start working on that, and it's become easier for them to.
And why you think they believe you?
That they have to answer. But I think, yes, because most of the time what happens, everything they're going through, at some point, as I said, I have been. And I think that gives them a hope. Yeah, that gives them a hope that this lady, is she saying, they say panic attack. I said, yeah, I've been through a panic attack. You see, really?
So they relate.
Like
your story is so relatable.
Yeah, this is a relatable story, The fertility issue, of course, I don't get clients with fertility issues. I get clients mostly with the perimenopause issues, with hormonal issues, and with insulin resistance issues. All those are there. But then, relating that to it becomes easy. They find that, okay, she's been through it. She knows better. So let's put that trust into her and see what happens next,
And just believing that, yes, if she can,
yes,
we can.
that's you need to set example for yourself. If you want to heal someone, whether it physically or mentally, show that example. If I tell them that I have gone through and I'm standing right in front of you, healed, changed, happy, that gives them so much of confidence. Trust me, really gives. Yeah,
so true. And was there any moment when you were going through this change that you said that, no, it's enough, I'm just going to quit everything?
It does happen, It's not like one day you get up and then you lose weight and then you become fit and the strength comes in. No, it's not easy. The days you not see a single change in your body, whether you're putting it your nutrition, there's so many things happening. As a woman, there are so many hormonal issues, the days when you don't lose weight, the months you don't lose weight. But then you need to understand that, you can't give up. You need to keep going. I did had like thoughts of, why I've been doing this for so long. The body doesn't change at all. There's no change. I was like a beginner. I'm putting so much of effort. Let me just give it off, nothing's going to happen. But then, next day I would get up, take the dumbbells again, go to the gym and work out. And
it's like showing up for yourself. Just showing up for yourself. And by doing that, now you have reached Everest base camp.
Yes.
And that was one of the milestone of the dream. And why you chose this assignment? Like, what you wanted to redefine or reclaim?
Everest base camp was a test for myself. I wanted to see where I stand. After 8 years of putting all the effort, I don't claim to me myself to be like the strongest woman here, or I have done wonder to my body, or I'm the perfect one. No, there's always a factor where I also feel that maybe I'm not done well enough. I'm not enough yet, or the challenges I face, maybe I'll fail in that. So Everest Base Camp was a 12 to 13-day challenge, and I wanted to take that to see where I stand. I have put in so much of effort all this year in terms of strength, in terms of my mental strength, my physical strength. What are my bones doing me? I need to see everything, in
So you
terms
want to
of
challenge
So I wanted to
internally.
challenge, and then I said, let me go, see how well I can do it. And yes, I did too. I'm proud of myself.
Yeah,
myself,
and as you said, it's a challenge not to the bones, even mentally
Yes.
and spiritually and everything. And when you were doing that process, how you felt?
It was, I think I understood that my physical ability is very much there. I could do that. I know from the day one that I could pull in through. After like 3, 4 days, I know it's going to be okay for me, in terms of physical. But the mental ability to keep doing that every day, you get up and do that 6 to 7 hours of hike on those days, it was a mental grit. You need to have that grit in you. How do I take that? The days I would see, why did I really come here? I don't want to do this. After 6 years, the seventh hour, I was like, no, I'm going to not do this. It's just so challenging. You need to keep doing it for hours. The dead silence around you. You can't. Of course, I had my teammates. We had a great time. We would stop and we would do our usual things. We would enjoy everywhere, but you can't do that for like 6 hours. You have your own time when you're trekking. And that mental thing was so challenging. You have to keep going. And at some point, I thought I would give up. Why did I really come for this? But then amazing, the mental strength you have to do that. I really, I say I enjoyed that mental challenge I got. I really enjoyed that one.
And it was 13-day thing, right? The full trekking and all.
Yes, it was 12 days of from the base where we start to Everest Base Camp, and on the 12th day we come down, and remaining days we in Kathmandu. So the 12 days is like complete one, and on our 8th day we reach Everest Base Camp. So the first 7 days are just going up, and there is a lot of factors involved in it where you are physically tired on 8th day. There's altitude sickness which kicks in. A lot of challenges. Weather-wise, you feel cold up there. You have your own, there's no much luxury out there for you to much on that level. So you have to struggle with everything. But yeah, if you have already, so much of mental strength build up for the last 7 days, everything falls in place after that.
So after 7 days, like when you started, and on the 7th day you were at the top, right? So what was that one thing that you told to yourself?
The destination was everything. When I actually reached the big rock of the Everest Base Camp, I just had that emotional moment. The thought which came to my mind was, this is probably I have come here with the thought that I will reach Everest Base Camp. But the journey which took me here was the most beautiful, not the destination. When the quote which we always say, the destination is nothing, compared to journey. It's
the journey
actually
matters.
true. The journey really, really matters, because I didn't feel anything when I reached base camp. I was emotional because I was happy that I could take that challenge and come here, and I have reached where I wanted to reach. But the emotional state was from the last 7 days, which we came up to, the challenges we faced.
And you reached the destination. Maybe it's beyond 7 days. It's your entire life that you are preparing in your fitness journey.
Absolutely. It's... I'll tell you the example, on the 4th day, that was the toughest day for me when I started my Everest base sketch, but when we started trekking there. On the 4th day, I was like completely exhausted because we were trekking for 7 hours, I guess, 6 hours or 7 hours on that day. And it was so exhausting. When I was like on the last like half an hour into it, I said, this is not done, I'm like done. I'm so tired. I don't think I can do it anymore. The thoughts
Completely.
came into my thing. It was not, even felt, was it really worth taking so much of effort? But that I came to a bridge there. There was this little town or little village called Pangboche. And there is a bridge, all right? And we were coming from all greenery, and there was so much of beauty around. In Himalayas, we could see the mountains from there. It was all green. So with my own thoughts, I'm coming and saying like, I really was like not in a mood to do anything else after that. So I come to this bridge and I cross this bridge, and I am being taken into a place which is like out of this world. The scenery completely changes. There are huge peaks of the mountains around me, raw. The sound of the river below me is like, it's out of the world. I just said, wow, I
Wow.
froze there. In the middle of the bridge, I just froze. I just stood there looking at the surrounding
The
where I
scenic
have
beauty.
reached. I think that was more beautiful me reaching than Everest Base Camp, because I froze at that moment. I saw the landscape. I saw what the enormous beauty around me, the sound, the mountains, the rawness of the human feeling so low. I was just feeling myself just like an ant, standing there. I am nothing when compared to the beauty of this
The
place.
gigantic landscape.
The gigantic mountains, the sound of the wind and the water made me feel I'm so less. I'm just a tiny human, standing. And that made me froze, and I can't forget that moment for my life. I just crossed that bridge, and I had a video where my guide is shooting me. That's a very candid one, and I broke in front of the temple, small temple. I'm crying because that was for me the Mount Everest reaching. It's on the fourth day itself, and I still get that goosebumps, feeling the happiness I felt, because just few minutes before I was thinking that it was not worth it, and that made sense for me why I was there, standing in Himalayas, seeing this beauty and feeling
And
so
surrendering ourselves to Mother
surrendering
Nature.
to it completely. And from there on, not a day I felt where I felt that why did I come? I was like, really, it was what I came for: the beauty, the challenge, the nature, the grit, the mental strength.
And all that worth it.
It was worth it. It was worth it. It was completely worth it. And
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And what is that life skill that you learned in that moment? Because I can see tears and goosebumps and that reflection in your eyes now. What is that one life skill that taught you that particular moment?
Your mind can deceive you. It can say you can't do that. It can get so much negativity around you. You get sometimes they say, no, it's not possible. There is a pain involved. You can't take this pain. It's not worth it. It's useless. You left your family out there coming for 15 days. Was it really worth it? And you're not even yourself right now. And I think that moment gave me an answer that yes, it was worth it. You can't deceive me. I have a strong mind, and I made it, and I will make it to the Everest Base Camp, and I'll make it with a lot of happiness. Not even a single time I'm going to question my mind that why am I here? I'm going to be there.
Yeah.
So either the mind can deceive you to not to take that pain, but I think pain builds you. Pain builds you so strongly. It builds your mental strength, and it's just not physical. I'm still saying I'm not the strongest, but the mental strength I have got to do things, I have learned it from Everest Base Camp. I have learned from my past experiences. Every time I've been a challenge, I see that how my mental strength have built it from there.
So the success behind this complete Everest trek was your mental strength.
Yes, absolutely. I went to check my physical strength, but I can say I have the physical strength. I think I gave it my 100%. I know I can do it again, maybe. Yes, but yes, it did give me a lot of confidence
I
to
think
fire.
many of us plan for this, but we just take a step back thinking that, okay, no, it's not worth it.
That's right.
As you
yeah.
correctly said, right?
The
So-
mind is going to deceive you. It's going to say it always. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Why do you want to end up in Rocky Mountains doing for what? You're just going to reach a rock and then come back. But you're reaching to the base of the tallest mountain, standing there, and not everybody is going to come there.
And what is that one message that you want to say to all the aspiring people who are waiting to take this first step in trekking?
I think don't think too much. Don't think at all. Just go for it. It's all going to fall in place. You're going to challenge yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, but everything goes into place. Whether you're going to Everest Base Camp, whether doing anything in life, running, lifting, just take that first step. That keep the thoughts coming to you, and it's your own thoughts which is going to deceive you. But then you need to kill that and come forward. And I think whoever has this power of keep pushing that away, those thoughts, and moving forward, saying, no, I'm going to do it, will definitely do it, no matter what challenge it is.
And if you see Nazia, how started the fitness journey, Nazia in the fitness journey, and Nazia now doing so much of difficult assignments and challenging physically, mentally, spiritually, and whatnot. What are the changes that you have seen in yourself as a person, like re-engineering yourself very now and then, but how you see yourself as a person evolving?
Oh, don't tell me. I mean, it's for me as a person has been a lot of change in my confidence. Right now I'm sitting with you. I think that the confidence has come from everything I do around,
You are
it's
doing
just
amazing.
Yeah. I think, in terms of my own personal growth, the confidence I'm getting from doing all that, which seems impossible at some point. Running, for example, I had this heart scare all the time. And when I started working out, I always had that I should not be working out like heavy. I should be taking care of my heart. And it took me many years to understand that, I never had a heart attack. I was all okay. So, you have this thing that the fear always pops in. And when I started running, and my heart rate used to go up, and I know my mind has already believed that I did not had any that scare. I'm like, okay, perfectly fine now. But then still there is a one doubt that, you might end up having a heart attack when you're running, you might, increasing your heart rate. But then when I started running, and now when my heart rate goes my max heart rate, I said, come on, there's nothing wrong with my heart. My heart is like the strongest.
Okay, and you see that, right?
And I see my heart and my watch, and it says, who told me that? They actually took many months of my life, put me into a depression, saying that your heart is not pumping the way it should, or you are like dying out of it. But now when I run and see my heart rate like max at it, and I'm not feeling anything about it, it gives me so much of confidence,
And
so
it feels like you have conquered the fear.
Yeah, I have conquered absolutely. I have conquered the fear. And doing these things, whether it's running, whether it's lifting heavy, or the challenges I'm going to take further, it's only my way of saying myself that, yeah, you have come a long way, you did it.
Definitely, you have come such a long way.
You did it, and you are going to do it. You will be fine. You're going to be the stronger you're going to be ever, and it makes me happy, a person who believes that within 1 month of becoming a mother is just suffering from a heart scare, and you're going to die. And 9 years in now, running, lifting, doing things which I'm trekking. It's just unbelievable for me, at least, I never thought that would come this long.
So you're absolutely role model for women, especially, who thinks motherhood or any kind of trauma, illness will be a roadblock. No, it's just, yes, it can be roadblock, and everyone goes through that phase, but definitely there is a life after that. And it all depends on the mental strength that you have, and what is your intention to do about it.
The mantra I follow here is like, when I was going through a rough patch in terms of, what I was feeling, I question myself, who's going to make me happy? Is it I have to be dependent on my husband, or are my kids going to make me happy? They were not making me, because I was lacking something, something which was not right. So I said, I have to make myself happy. I have to take care of myself. And I think the message here is, every woman who is going through tough times, take your life back from yourself. Nobody is going to come for you. Definitely not your husband, not your kids.
We have to stand for ourselves.
We need to come out of it. Whatever you're facing right now, you need to take that first step, saying that I'm going to be selfish because it's my body, it's my life. I'm going to reclaim it, re-engineer itself, and I'm going to from here, whether I'm in taking a year or two, I'm going to be better in myself. Whatever I'm going through, I'm reclaiming my life. And I think that is what I did with myself. I thought it's me who's going to make me happy. And I now make myself happy, do things which makes me happy, and have a really great support system in the family. And they understood that, she's happy because she wanted to and she made it for herself.
And they can see the change. And that leads to my last question. Like, who was your biggest support system during this entire journey? Definitely, you played a major role, but who was the support system behind you?
See, every family wants to support you, but you're not asking for it, Husbands, they're always there for you to support you. Your kids are there, your parents are there, but we always feel that, no, it's okay, I'll do it myself. Okay, maybe they won't understand, but they do, they do actually. I always felt he's not going to understand what I want, he's not going to understand what I really want to do in my life, whether I'm changing my profession or I'm changing myself or what is better for me. But there is always there, the support is always going to be always going to be the only thing. You need to make them realize that,
and
this is making me happy. Communicate. The first thing is a communication. And I think I communicated well what I wanted. When I started strength training and I felt that I want to train women now, I told my husband, I want to become a coach. And it was something unusual, coming out of your own thing. Now you want to train women. And I think he said, yes.
And you had no experience on training? Or
I had nothing. Nobody. I mean, not even anybody in my far away family. No one is a trainer, let alone they, do that. So it was a very different step, but he was very understanding and he understood why I wanted. And he totally supports me. And I think it's only a communication thing which
matters the most, and understanding. Yeah. Yes, and saying that, I'm sure like you are very lucky, and they all must be so proud to see yourself in doing such a great progress in the fitness journey. And what are your future plans? You have challenged now by trekking. Now what's the next thing that you're planning to do?
There's so many things I have planned, but yes, of course, I take one challenge at a time. So
what's the next challenge?
The next one is my full marathon. I'm inshallah going to run for Istanbul Marathon. So it's in November. So that's the upcoming challenge. And inshallah, there's a lot more to come.
Good luck and our best wishes from our team. And if any message that you want to talk to our audience, like who you want to train for marathons or something, please feel free.
Yes, anyone who's suffering or going through any difficult times in terms of your physical challenges, I would always say there is hope. Don't give up, not so. Keep doing what you're doing in terms of your fitness. There will be a day you'll feel better and you'll definitely come out of whatever problems you're facing. And if you want to start running, go for it. Do that. You'll enjoy running as well. And if you want to train with me, I'm always available. Just a call away. I'm on my Instagram all the time. So yeah, let's do it together. If you want to become my trainee, I can help you get stronger and better. So if you're looking out for a trainer who can make you stronger, healthier, physically, mentally, even if you're running and you want to get stronger, you can reach out to me on my Instagram ID, Fit and Fab Life by Nazia. I'm going to reply you very, very soon on that. So let's do it together. Don't hold yourself back, whether you are a housewife, working woman, you are aspiring athlete, whoever you are, I'm there for you always.
A great message for our audience, and we will just get into a very quick rapid fire round to see how physically, mentally and emotionally you are spot on the answers. Yeah. You're ready for that, Nazia?
That's going to be interesting.
I want quick answers straight from the heart.
Okay.
A mantra you repeated when you were there at your lowest point in the life.
Self-care.
A workout that heals your soul.
Strength training.
A myth about women's fitness that must go.
Muscles won't make you bulky. We don't have those hormones.
Okay. One thing your body taught you that no textbook ever could.
Respect it.
Strongest woman you know.
My mother.
Brilliant. And I think these are straight answers coming from the heart. And I like to know what you mentioned, a myth about women's fitness. What was that, like muscles?
Bulky. They feel that, if you build muscles, you look like a man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. So that's not there, right? We don't have hormones for that.
No, I've been working on 9 years.
Okay.
You need to be on the hormones, male hormones.
Thank you so much, Nazia. It was great talking to you and knowing your fitness journey. And I think the message that you say that fitness goes beyond your looks, it's actually a liberation. And what you are doing and what you are setting yourself as a role model and training others, it's commendable.
Thank you so much. All I want to say is, like, whether you are in your 40s, life doesn't stop. You have a long way to go. It's just that you need to have that confidence that age is just a number. If I'm doing in my 40s the things I have never imagined doing it, then I think every woman can do it. Whether you want to run or not, it's there are other challenges in life, you can face it. So I think you can totally do it. So just don't fall for that number thing. Believe in yourself.
Age is just a number, as you said, and we can re-engineer any point of time we want.
Completely. I can't agree more than that. We can engineer ourselves any point of time. The age is just a number.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure having you.
Thank you so much. It was actually, what do I say? It's great to have discussed all that we women want to listen and just inspire each other.
Thank you. Some people train to build muscle, others train to build momentum. Today, our guest Nazia actually has trained her soul. She didn't just re-engineer her body, she re-engineered her belief. To every woman listening today, if your heart feels too tired, if your body feels too broken, let this be your reminder. You can still adjust your wings, you can still rise, because healing is not linear, but it's possible. And it is very, very powerful. Until next time, this is Reengineered Club. And you, my dear listener, you're never alone in this journey. And myself, Madhusmita Nayak, your host of the Reengineered Club podcast, signing off. Till next episode, stay tuned and take care. Thank you. If this story moved you, don't just scroll. Share it, start a conversation, and subscribe to be part of something that redefines what it means to grow. And if you have an inspiring story, please get in contact with her team, info@reengineeringclub.com.